I'm not advocating for how accurate it was, right? Because some people said, well, Lyndon Johnson was portrayed a certain way, and did Martin Luther King really do that or not? But what is true is that there was a battle in Selma. What is true is that we have had to constantly fight for the right to vote. And we've had to do it together. And so we now have an opportunity to do something again together, which is to make sure that we are supporting a person's right to vote. So Spike Moss is here and others, and I will encourage you to talk to different people around. There are some people who, lived through this time, right? I know some of these millennials up here, some of these other young people are like, oh, really? Right? But I think it's important for us to have dialogue with each other and to talk to each other and to talk about the importance of the black church, for an example, or the importance of white clergy, or talk about the importance of Viola, who drove people to the marches and back and forth. What does that mean? That means we all have a role to play. So I don't know what your issue might be. I don't know. But for me, I wanted you to gather. Some of you have already seen the film already, right?
Yes.
Who's seen the film for the very first time tonight? Oh my God, look at that, right? And so I just want to spend 2 minutes. Anybody want to talk about their impressions? Anybody bold enough to talk about their impressions? Anyone? Okay, stand up and project. We can't do it long because we got to get you out of here. Some kids had to leave because they had homework still to do.
I was born and raised down south in the big prairie, that. So my grandma and my great grandma, she was born in 1900, and I have an uncle who got killed by the Ku Klux Klan. So I heard stories about it, about wanting to vote, them getting beat to go get voted, all that. Because down south is a lot of old people.
Yeah, a lot of old people down south.
It's like a big, huge population.
Well, let's give her a hand for this. And electors can say something. Mark Hossie, if you want to give your impression of the movie and some of the stuff that you're working on, you got to stand up quickly, though.
Hi, everybody. I just want to thank Senator Champion for. I actually was just Facebooking, sorry. But I was Facebooking. I took a picture of him and I said, here's a modern civil rights leader. I've worked closely with Senator Champion, not just on this voting rights restoration, but on ban the box legislation and expungement legislation. He's doing amazing work there, and I don't just say that because he's paying me, which he's not. No, and that's what I was mostly struck by is that this does continue. And Minnesota, when the right to vote was taken away from felons in our Constitution, at that time it was prior to the Civil War. The only people that could vote were white men 21 years of age or older. So it wasn't an issue here then. But since that time, as many of you know, there's a lot of other, the history of slavery and racism has led to